My friends, welcome back. Today we are diving into Chapter 4 of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. If you truly want to understand why some people succeed while others struggle all their lives, then stay with me until the end, because this chapter reveals a mental law that quietly shapes your destiny every single day. Dr. Joseph Murphy explains that whatever we impress upon our subconscious mind will be expressed in our life. In other words, our thoughts become our reality. This is not a theory, it's a law as real as the law of gravity. Think about it for a moment. If you constantly think of failure, problems, and fear, your subconscious will accept those impressions and create situations to match them. But if you feed your mind with confidence, solutions, and faith, your subconscious will open doors that you never imagined. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two students preparing for an exam. One keeps saying, "I will fail, I can't do this, my memory is weak." His subconscious records that belief, and even if he studies, he will feel blocked. The other student says, "I am capable, my mind is clear, my memory is sharp." His subconscious responds by giving him focus, recall, and calmness. Same exam, different results, because of the law of thought. Examples, how this law works. Now let's make it practical. One man constantly complained about lack of money. He would repeat, "I can't afford this, I'm always broke, life is unfair." Over time, his subconscious accepted this poverty thinking and created more lack in his life. Another man in the same situation began affirming, "Wealth is flowing to me. Opportunities are everywhere. I deserve abundance." Slowly, his subconscious guided him toward ideas, people, and chances that multiplied his income. This law doesn't care if your thought is positive or negative. It just works. It's like planting seeds. If you plant roses, you get roses. If you plant thorns, you get thorns. Your subconscious is the soil, and your thoughts are the seeds. So the real question is, what seeds are you planting daily? Another example. A woman who suffered from constant illness kept telling people, "I am always sick, my health is fragile." And her subconscious faithfully produced more weakness. But when she changed her inner dialogue to, "Every day I grow stronger, my body is healing, health is my birthright," her subconscious began to restore her body, and she regained vitality. Remember, your words and thoughts are commands to your subconscious. So, how do we apply all this knowledge about the subconscious mind in our daily lives? My dear friends, this is where information becomes transformation. One has guard your thoughts. Your mind is like a fertile field. Whatever seeds you plant will grow, whether it's roses or weeds. Sadly, most people unconsciously plant weeds by constantly repeating phrases like, "I can't do this," "I'm unlucky," "It's impossible for someone like me." Every time you say these words, you're programming your subconscious to accept failure as your destiny. Let me give you a real-life example. Imagine a student who keeps saying, "Math is impossible for me. I always fail." What happens? Their subconscious mind accepts it as truth, shuts down creativity, and blocks focus. Even if they study, they'll feel resistance, anxiety, and confusion. Now imagine the same student saying, "I am improving in math every day. My mind is sharp and capable." At first it may feel like a lie, but repetition plants new seeds. Slowly, confidence grows. The brain starts noticing patterns and results improve. Lesson: protect your words because they are seeds. Guard your thoughts because they are prayers. 2. Create new affirmations. The subconscious mind loves repetition. That's how habits are built, and that's how beliefs are installed. So replace negative scripts with powerful affirmations. Don't just think them, speak them aloud with energy. Examples: I am capable and confident. Wealth and success flow into my life effortlessly. I attract peace, health, and happiness. Example: think of Muhammad Ali, the boxing legend. Long before he became world champion, he kept saying, "I am the greatest." Even when no one believed him, he repeated it so often that his subconscious accepted it as truth. Eventually, his body, his training, his destiny followed that belief. Your homework: write 3 affirmations that align with your dreams. Repeat them morning and night for 30 days. Pre-visualize with emotion. Affirmations alone are not enough. You must mix them with emotion, because feelings are the language of the subconscious. When you visualize, close your eyes and imagine your dream as if it's already real. Don't just see it, feel it. Smell the environment, hear the sounds, taste the victory. Example: Jim Carrey, before becoming a famous actor, wrote himself a check of $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it for 1994 and kept visualizing himself receiving that money. Years later, before the date he wrote, he received a movie deal worth exactly $10 million. Why did it work? Because his subconscious was fed with a clear image, over and over, until reality aligned with belief. Try this tonight. Before sleeping, imagine your biggest dream. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the relief, as if it has already happened. Your subconscious will work on it while you sleep. Only replace fear with faith. Fear is nothing but faith in the wrong direction. It is imagining the worst and giving it energy. Faith, on the other hand, is imagining the best and trusting it will happen. Example: Thomas Edison failed thousands of times while inventing the light bulb. If his subconscious had been programmed with fear, he would have quit after a few failures. But instead, he held faith that success was inevitable. His famous line was, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset turned him into the inventor who lit up the world. Your challenge: whenever fear arises, flip it into faith. Instead of saying, "What if I fail?" say, "What if I succeed beyond my imagination?" Through small daily practices, application in real life. My dear friends, knowledge without practice is like a lamp without oil. Let me share simple steps you can start today. Morning routine. The moment you wake up, affirm something positive. Today is full of opportunities. I am strong and blessed. Visualize one goal for 2 minutes with emotion. Throughout the day, cancel negative thoughts. If you catch yourself saying, "I can't," immediately replace it with, "I can and I will." Keep gratitude in your heart. It multiplies blessings. Before sleep, repeat your top 3 affirmations slowly. Visualize your dream life and fall asleep with that image. 6. Why this works: the science of belief. This is not just philosophy. Science confirms it. The subconscious mind controls 95% of our habits, emotions, and actions. It doesn't argue. It just accepts. Example: if you constantly think about illness, your subconscious can trigger stress hormones that weaken your body. But if you focus on health, joy, and peace, your subconscious triggers healing responses. That's why doctors say, a hopeful patient heals faster than a hopeless one. Do your turning point decide today. Every great leader, inventor, or successful person you admire has used this law, consciously or unconsciously. They planted faith, not fear. They planted abundance, not lack. So today I invite you to make a decision. No more careless words. No more negative seeds. No more giving power to fear. From this moment forward, feed your mind with faith instead of doubt. Speak abundance instead of scarcity. Imagine health instead of weakness. Because remember, what you consistently think and feel will eventually show up in your life. This is the law and no one can escape it. If you got value from this chapter, then don't just listen. Apply it. Take one positive affirmation and repeat it daily for the next 30 days. Visualize your dream with emotion every night. Watch how your subconscious begins to shift your outer world. And finally, if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful insights. Because, my dear friends, the journey of mastering your subconscious has just begun.